Hey guys, my name is Ryan, and welcome to Overwatch Central. The game is feeling pretty stale, there's no doubt about that at all, but there is something that Blizzard have been doing, or more, what they haven't been doing, that's both concerned me, but also got me quite hopeful. And I'm here to really answer the question, what are Blizzard working on at the moment? Granted, they are a big company within Overwatch, so they will be working on various bits and pieces. Of course, the Overwatch League is right around the corner, so they want to make sure that they're ready for that. And we will be getting Hero 30 at the end of February, start of March, so there's plenty of bits and pieces that they'll be doing. However, a lot suggests that something big is in the pipeline. So before we get started, I wanted to ask you guys in the comments, what do you think is coming next? What do you think Blizzard is working on currently? Because it seems to be a big thing. But I wanted to start off with how Blizzard released Paris and how just anticlimactic it was. Looking at the previous 3 maps that we've had added into the game, which of course were Busan, Rialto, and then Blizzard World, they came with some pretty big announcements. Of course, Blizzard World was at BlizzCon. Rialto was part of the Overwatch Archives mission, and that was revealed on the Overwatch League stream if you remember correctly. And then of course Busan was at the Korean event that was going on at the same time as Gamescom. Not only did they have events that they could release these maps on, but also they put up developer updates talking about the Archives mission, or at least a now playable gameplay loop to show you what the map looked like. Paris had nothing. Like seriously, it had a couple of tweets and that was it. Which feels really bizarre that Blizzard didn't really talk about this. There was no developer update of Jeff Kaplan talking about the Paris map or anything else. There wasn't a stream that it was revealed on. It was just put out randomly on the PTR one night as a, here you go, try that out. And that was it. Originally, I had it in a video saying that they might release some stuff later on, for example, inside, behind the scenes stuff on how they created the map. Well, on the Overwatch EU YouTube channel, they put the sounds of Paris, and if you pay attention, you can see sort of cuts from the trailer of the map when it launches, so they will have a new map available screen like we showed with Busan at some point, but the point still stands. There was no Jeff Kaplan sat in front of people going, here is the new map Paris. Instead, it was just a tweet from nowhere. Considering that the main criticism of Blizzard and Overwatch right now is that there just isn't a lot of content coming out, you would assume that Blizzard would hype up the content that they're actually creating a little bit more, and they're just not. However, considering it got added onto the PTR last week, nobody seems to care. And that's not just because people don't care about a new map, 2CP as well, it's more that Blizzard haven't done anything to promote it, it's just that they've thrown it out without a moment's notice. Which is very bizarre for a company that wants to, amp up their new content. So that's how Blizzard are dealing with maps currently, but where are they sitting with new heroes and stuff? Well, we knew from BlizzCon that the next 6 heroes seem to be lined up after Ashe. Going off that Emong interview, they seem pretty set and have the prototypes in place, have a good idea on who it's going to be, lots of tanks, lots of supports, and for a while they've said that Hero 30 is basically ready to go. To give context, that's the next 2 years of heroes if they don't update their hero release schedule, having 3 a year. So they're more than ahead when it comes to new heroes, so maybe they're trying out stuff and testing it, but they're certainly not working on new heroes, so to speak. So it brings us back to the main question, what are Overwatch working on now? Well, we can actually take a look at an article that came out around November 19th, 2018, so a couple of weeks just after BlizzCon. However, I saw it on the Reddit and it really rings true now. Maybe people glossed over it then because we did have new content in the game. We had the World Cup viewer, we had Ashe of course, and people for the most part were content with what we had and sort of expecting more, at least with the social features. The article is from Red Bull with Jeff Kaplan of course, and he's talking about the rest of his team, and then to quote, and their plans for what Overwatch are, well they have a very big dream on where they want the game to go. Unfortunately, our players can't quite see the steps that it takes to get there, but they're driving towards some very big ideas. On the immediate front, they're going to get more content such as new maps and new heroes, but there are some very big dreams in front of us that the team is working toward. I have faith that when we're finally in a position to announce some of the bigger things that we're working on, the community will kind of respond with, oh yeah, it had to have been that makes sense. The team has ambitious plans for Overwatch and the community will be pleased when we finally talk more about them. And if people pointed out, Jeff Kaplan has been incredibly quiet when it comes to developer updates, but most importantly on the Blizzard forums. He hasn't responded to an awful lot of topics, not only recently, but over the last couple of months too. Balance of the game isn't as bad as people make it out to be, I don't feel. GOAT is horrible, sure, but for us that are playing in lower ranks like Diamond and everything, just a little bit above and must leave below, you could play basically anything that you want and make it work. The problem isn't with the game's balance, it's the problem with content. Apart from new heroes and new balance changes, that's all it's been, and that's super disappointing in a lot of senses. The World Cup view is going to be part of the Overwatch League, which, as I said, Blizzard are ramping up to get ready for. We know that they're working on new social features, but we can definitely look at other games such as Apex Legends, which came out on Monday, where a feature or a game entirely coming out of nowhere can often be a nice surprise. Every single time that Blizzard go radio silent, they tend to produce some pretty good content, so it's more of a case of holding out at the moment and hoping that no matter what Blizzard are working on, it has a positive impact for the game. So to answer the question, what is Blizzard working on at the moment? With any luck, it's something big, going off the way that they're acting at the moment. But that's it for this time. Thank you very much for watching. Do let me know what you think Blizzard are working on at the moment in the comments below. Take care, and I'll see you then.